She's addicted to the go-getters. If you're not chasing the bag, which in a lot of cases you guys are chasing her instead, but if you're not chasing the bag, if you're not chasing your purpose, then she is not showing no interest, not coming towards you, and definitely not feeling you. So this video is going to be all about the women, and most women, to be more exact, are addicted, more driven to chase after a man that is chasing another thing. And so chase the bag, but most definitely, like I said, your purpose. Give this video a big thumbs up, fellas. And before I jump right into it, book your consultations with your girl. Y'all, it's not just about your sad stories, what she put you through ever. Okay, but no, seriously, it's not about that. Let's talk about women. Let's talk about what's going on. And sometimes y'all be having wild stories. Y'all will have stories that are like, oh wow, well, it's not sad, you're winning, what do you want? And so book your consultations with your girl, links down below. And so let's go ahead and get started. And so fellas, you have to be chasing the bag, because she is gonna be going ahead and trying to chase you. She's addicted to a go-getter. So the truth of it is, starting from you being on your purpose, a man that is on his purpose, he's after something. And so when we compare you, once again, we have to always compare you to a simp. If we compare you to a simp is what? After a woman. A simp is trying. The sad truth of it is that simps don't look at it this way, but a simp is trying to actually find validation from a woman. In other words, he wants that woman to confirm that she's interested. He wants that woman to show that she cares. So he wants validation from a woman. But a man that, and I say man, emphasis on a man, that is not about the validation, not needing nothing from a woman, what's happening is that when he's going to be a go-getter, if he's a real go-getter, he has a bag and he has a purpose and something that is literally forcing him towards him, that makes sense, that helps him, that gives him value. So a woman, for example, for a simp, he's so attracted to her. But what does that do for him? If anything, it makes her step away more further. For a man backtracking, for you specifically being the guy that she's actually interested in now, it's because you have no interest to spread out. Or let's say it like this, give out to her. So the sad truth of it is that once you start actually giving the interest, it's not as valuable, because now she feels like, okay, she got you. So it's more of the idea of you chase the bag, she chases you. You want to go after, let's say this, you want to go after really not having time for anything else. She's going to try to find time for you. And fellas, it might sound like, well, I still will be on my purpose and not get her. But did I talk about your personality or your charisma or game or confidence? No. So those things, but here's the thing. So those things apply later on. But here's the thing. It will not apply later on if you do not have everything aligning. So you guys got to get that. You have a woman that's chasing your attention, your time, wanting something from you that she cannot have access to. A go-getter cannot be stopped. Y'all got to understand that too. When women are so competitive and wanting the next one, wanting the next man because the woman wants him or women want him. And so this happens where women strictly will find interest, grow interest to a man, towards a man, because hey, he's valuable, he's out on the table, he's marketable, he's let's say it like this, he's a guy that could get any other girl, or other girls, other women want him. Now that sounds strange, like why is she gonna want me? Only because women want me, because that gives you that makes you valuable, but most definitely because women are competitive. So you have to compete with your success. That's the point. You have to compete with chasing your goals and going after what matters the most. The second you start doing that, you have her step in. Now, what women like to see is that once they could step in, it's not even, and I say nearly, but it's not even nearly as possible to get close to you as before or even now. And the point of it is that because you have changed who you are now, you're untouchable. But more so, why could a woman get to you when you've changed to be valuable like this, in a form of, I can't be touched from that woman? You're impacted only by your own decisions, and women do not like that when they want you and you have the value. Now, let's break this down, and this is how we'll close off the video. Emotional attachment. This is gonna be maybe a new series or something else that I'll start talking about in my upcoming videos. Let me know if you want part 2s, absolutely, and then if you guys want a series or other topics that you guys would like to see. Okay, give this video a big thumbs up though if you didn't. Now, emotional attachment will grow with time, but let's say it like this: an emotional attachment will grow onto you from that woman once she starts understanding that, okay, well, you could actually be there, but you're never actually there. Or, you know what? She's at fault. Not even the grass is greener on the other side. She's at fault. And the truth of it is actually, she realizes that, okay, well, I've said some things. I've done some things. Or, you know what? I thought I was right all the time, but I'm not. So emotional attachment will start hurting her, bothering her, getting to her due to the facts of realization, understanding, or more so, let's say comprehension, because now she wants to take in, understand, truly I'm at fault. But you guys gotta get that she doesn't feel these ways, never with men out here. A lot of men out here are just toys to her. So if she's dealing with multiple men, y'all gotta get, she deals with him, and her attachment, her feelings only go to a certain extent. Certain men, though, can break that certain extent. And so those are the certain men of alpha guys, sigma guys, high value guys that understand a woman's nature. So it's more so you get involved with her and she gets so obsessed with the idea of wanting you, but more so because you realize that I got to tap into, okay, well, every time she's hurt, I got to be more invested into work. I got to spend more time apart, but then make sure you let her know that you're open. So it's a balance of not forcing her away or looking too mean, because you can do such a great job of, okay, let me do no contact. Let me spend more time away or distance myself from her. But if you do it so harshly, you can have her be so traumatized or more her, or going through the healing phase again, or he tried to heal or hasn't even healed again. Like, you'll have all that happen for her if you are bringing feelings on her that is impacting her in that way. So if you can have balance for a woman that, genuinely should have somewhat of your attention, then you're good. Now, off the bat, if she's for the streets, the trenches, don't play yourself. Don't play yourself by doing some actions, doing some traits, giving more, and thinking that, okay, well, if I do this or this makes sense, it could get this result. Because it's not save a woman, but she's going to give you or show you what she should. And so that is what you go base off or take on to go ahead and, see what you could do next. Is she going to be a good fit? Is she going to be actually compatible enough for you? And fellas, let's talk about how you have to be chasing the bag. When you have to be chasing the bag, does it not mean that you have to be more dedicated to yourself? So what does that mean for a woman? Your attention is being brought to something that is not her. She wants your attention. Okay, so what does that mean? If it's a simple concept of, okay, I got to get a real job, make sure I'm making real money, that means I got to bring her more in. So the next aspect is, if she's coming in, and this is the part where sometimes you guys will have women actually approach you, actually try to talk to you or message you back. But if she's actually coming in and you can't keep her, it's because you are not giving her attention. But more so, you are not focused completely on yourself as you actually say that you are, as you actually claim to be. So it's like a woman comes into your life, you say that you're chasing the bag, but she's coming into your life knowing that, she's going to be the main prize, everything, back to her. And so if it's going to just take her to step into your life, you're going to be chasing her, and she knows that. And so what is really you chasing the bag, and the impact is just her coming into your life. So now that really just means, the sad truth of it is that any woman can control you. Any woman can get to you, have access, and make you move, do certain types of things. And so that means you don't have the complete power that you may say you have. And so you could be doing well. You could be actually doing great. But that doesn't bring no value. Because, oh, you do this great, but when you can't do it with her, okay, well, all that applies to is whatever you do great too, but not her. So it's kind of like a lot of simple things, but don't complicate it for yourself. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up really by saying that you have to have a purpose. And a woman cannot be your purpose. If you start chasing the right things, and then you start making things happen for yourself and appearing in your life, you'll have her actually addicted to the fact that she can't actually have you turn around or look your way, or have you actually be around her, come back around her, wanting her. She can't have that, but she's addicted to the facts of, oh, well, how could I, or why can't I? So a lot of fellas have to get that you're powerful by just you genuinely being the person that you are, and then bringing what else you're supposed to bring to the table. But definitely, if you don't have no confidence, it will never apply. So last thing I'll say is, like, I'll say this. If you're working hard, that's valuable. But if you're working hard, it's only valuable for her to use you. So if it means that you don't have other aspects, as in you haven't built confidence, went to gym, I don't talk about this as detailed as I used to, but if you went to the gym, if you've done the things as a woman would do to make her beauty look way more valuable, then you brought that value to completely yourself. So it's almost like she cannot escape, but only go ahead and be addicted to chasing you, due to the facts that you have everything else in the world. You can have everything else in the world, and that is what you're going for, except it's not her. So it's an idea starting off with, she has this concept maybe of, I'm just trying to have an end goal of having him chase me at the end. Once again, she can be competitive with definitely a whole lot of women, but it could also just mean she has an end goal for herself. She wants the best looking guy out here. She wants to prove a point. And then also remember, what type of healing is she going through? Is she trying to get back at her ex? Is she trying to actually, like, send a message out? If she's trying to do any of those things, then, oh, every circumstances will start changing due to the her wanting you now. So the end goal is her wanting something in results of her feelings being fulfilled, or, you know, she has a need or a want that has to be fulfilled. Okay, so last thing we're just saying, you chasing the bag could be as important as in you've gotten money, you've found success, but also you understand that women are like, same way women will look at you or say nowadays, are an option. So after all this chasing, fellas, you'll get to, I'll say a realization. Let's say it like that. You get to a realization that, you know what, I can have any woman. And so that even, and this is how we can kind of really wrap up, that would even make you more valuable. As in, okay, well, you see your value at a different level of, well, you can. And the truth of it is that you could actually, once you reach a certain level, when there is levels to it, you will be able to get who and however woman that you want, however you want it, however you would like it, however, you know, that woman is, it's yours. But it's really down to, okay, is it going to be a structure? Is it going to be step by step? Yeah, but it's really down to, do you know what it takes, and are you applying it, especially every day, and being consistent with it? So women pay attention to your every move. They pay attention to, are you really a money maker? Are you really a boss? Are you really a guy that's making things happen? And I can say it like this, making the room shake, making women, let's say like this, look at you again and again. It's all things that women take to consideration and really see if that is you being valuable enough to them. And then last thing I'll say, one last time, because I'm about to close out for real, if rotation is what I just recently talked about, how much is this applied? It means that if you're a go-getter, you're going to be at the top of the rotation. Absolutely. All right. So I really hope this video was helpful. I absolutely need y'all to understand that, you know, the more you're doing, the harder you're going, the hustler you are. It's making things happen even more. But definitely that is what women are chasing, wanting. And the truth of it is that it's a combination back to your personality. So at the end of the day, if it means you have to absolutely have balance, find your balance, because that is what's gonna take to get a lot of women out here. All right, so give this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please check out the links down below. And fellas, book your consultation. Let's talk. Let's see what's up. And did I tell you guys about my Patreon? Make sure you check it out. There's a lot of videos on there you'll never see on here. And fellas, a whole lot of wild, you know, crazy wild talk on there. Okay, get on there, and y'all see me in my next video. Bye, guys.